we lost our scrap, we lost our fight. So just kind of just always knowing that it could always change. So just continuing to fight, and we see that. And we're trying to be the team that no one wants to play against. You come in here and you think it's never going to be easy against us. We want to play hard. We want to go hard every time, every possession. So I feel like just keeping that same mentality is going to be a big thing for us.
But when the team starts off slow, do you, as kind of like the scoring punch off the bench, do your eyes light up that knowing like you can come in and maybe have a bigger impact in that game?
Not necessarily. I think what's asked out of us every game is the same. Come in for me, be aggressive, make the right read, whether that's getting a layup or making the right pass if two's on the ball. So I think it's different. The way the game ends up being played is different every night. But I think the mentality going into the game stays the same. They want me to be aggressive. They want me to run lanes, change the tempo of the game, and play fast. So I think knowing that even if we're winning or losing, I got to come in and do the same thing. And it's always about making the right read. It's never about just scoring the ball.
You've played with some big stars. Do you see some of the same traits in Shaden?
Yeah, man. Shay's my young boy, man. I tell him all the time, bro. He got the keys to do something very special. You just got to be able to embrace it. It goes a long way when you just, he's young. He's very young, but it's a blessing. It's something that all of us want. We want to be able to, be in a position to do great, to do good things. He has all the tools to be one of the better players in this NBA. He just got to stay working. And believe it himself, man. He comes out every night and, plays the best that he can. He plays hard, but whether it looks very good or it's not a good night for him, I think that he just got to keep the same mentality and keep in his routine and trust in the work he puts in, and he'll be all right.
What do you think about the way you guys were able to close out tonight, too? I mean, obviously, you talk about being a young team, it gets down to crunch time. Shaden hits that shot, but you guys all kind of contribute in one way or another to pull it out.
Oh, yeah, no, it's great, man. I think with the young team, it's often hard trying to piece together games for 48 minutes. It's definitely hard to win in this league. It's my third team, so I know what it takes to win a game, I feel like. But, just kind of try and piece it together 48 minutes. That's something that we wanted to build on. Definitely we knew our third quarters. A lot of games that we have hadn't been so close throughout this year. Kind of a lead at the end for either or team. So I think that this is big for us, knowing that we can pull it off. But it's great, man. We had everyone down to Chris. Chris Murray came in. He only played 7 minutes. He was crazy for us, man, coming in, changing the whole tempo of the game. A lot of stuff that he did is not on the stat sheet. But, yeah, man, Chris, Roops, I feel like those guys helped change the game for us in a small amount of time, too.
A lot of teams would struggle if they lose players like Ant and DeAndre. You guys have basically won 3 in a row without them. What does that say about the rest of this crew?
Oh, man, this is the NBA. We're all professionals, man. And one thing that I've learned throughout my year, I've always been a fringe guy in the NBA. Not to say fringe on how I've been, but just, my situation on teams, which is what they say is fringe. So I would say, it's always next man up. It's when your name's called, you got to be the professional that you are. So I think it's always going to be next man up, and we got dogs on our bench, man. So, there was times that I wasn't playing and I was waiting to play. So, it's times like this where, guys got to step up. And like I said, Chris, Roops, they've been in and out of the rotation throughout the season so far. But, they keep the same mentality every day, keep with their routine. And, they come in and impact the game for us in many ways.
What do you think has worked so well with your stop in Portland? Is it you taking some leaps in your game, or do you think it's just a matter of opportunity here?
A lot plays into it, man. I think, even when I'm not playing, while I was here earlier in the season, I think I never lose confidence in what I can do. And we practice, we go through training camp, so I obviously feel comfortable with this team and other teams that I've been on, knowing that, I feel like they feel like I'm a good player. A lot of it has to go with opportunity and situation, but like I said, man, when your number's called, you got to be the professional that you are and that everyone expects you to be. You're not here for fun. You're not here to chill. It's not that. It'll never be that. So when your number's called, you got to make the most of it, and you got to make it happen.